everyone, I'm Jennifer Iserloh, the Skinny Chef, and I'm going to show you how to refresh your kitchen and recharge your health. Today, I'm in the family home of Morgan and Michelle and their two kids, Phoebe and Reese.
Eat up this one with lots of butter like you like it. For my family, I try to have a healthy diet.
You didn't pick out any fruit, babe. What would you like?
I'm always trying to get more vegetables into their diets, especially my son and my husband.
I eat waffles in the morning, lots of butter, lots of syrup.
My husband refers to me as the sugar police. Our family could really use a change in their diet. Sometimes I feel like I do the best that I can, but anything that can help support the things that I'm trying to do would really be helpful.
I've been snooping through their fridge, freezer, and cabinets to figure out just what kind of eaters they truly are. So far, I like what I see, but there's a few places where we can make some quick and easy changes.
I took full stock of what's going on in your kitchen. And for the most part, I really like what I see. But let's take a look at your fridge. Now, what I see in the fridge so far looks pretty good. But I see a few places where we could make some really great improvements. Let's take a look at this. Now, who's the coffee drinker in the family?
That would be me. Occasionally I do use the heavy cream in the coffee.
And heavy cream is delicious.
And for cooking, there are some recipes
we
that
all
I
know
use
that.
it for.
But what you might not realize is just 2 tablespoons of this is about 10 grams of fat. So how many cups of coffee do you have a day on average?
I'll have 2 or 3 in the morning.
Okay, that's almost half of your daily fat intake. So we're going to swap out the heavy cream for the half and half. So let's take a look at the milk department here. Dairy is wonderful for you. It's full of calcium, protein. But what a lot of folks don't realize is that 2% milk that they think they're saving a lot of fat on, they're not. Because a glass of 2% milk is just 3 grams less fat than the whole version. So we're going to swap out the 2% for the skim.
I never realized that the 2% was that close to whole milk. I always thought
Right, because you think you're
2% it's
saving.
less than whole milk, so.
Exactly, and I can understand where that might be confusing. And then for snacks, that brings us to cheese. I see you have some nice cheeses in here. Cheese is flavorful, it adds so much to meals, but again, high in the saturated fat. So we're going to swap out the full fat cheeses for the reduced fat versions. Again, lower on the saturated fat and calories, and the texture's just the same. Okay, so for the meat drawer, we're going to swap out the high-fat bacon and the sliced turkey that has preservatives for turkey bacon and turkey bologna. And the great thing is, you're saving over 10 grams of fat by switching bacon. Probably not the healthiest thing to have every day. Now I know this turkey bacon doesn't look the same, but when you bake it in the oven, it's so easy to do. It gets just as crispy as the full fat version and 0 saturated fat. So now let's take a look at your veggie drawer. We have celery. It's mainly water, it does have some fiber. So I'm going to make the swap with one of my favorites, broccoli. And believe it or not, broccoli is just bursting with vitamin C. 1 cup of broccoli is going to give you 200% of your vitamin C intake for the day. Last but not least, check out all these condiments. Here, Mom knows best. Mustard is the healthiest condiment.
Right.
Can be a little high in sodium, but otherwise it's very healthy for you. And when it comes to ketchup, it's an American favorite. Definitely go ahead and enjoy. But with ketchup, you have to keep in mind, it's not a vegetable. Even though it's made with juicy ripe tomatoes, it has usually high fructose corn syrup in it. And just a tablespoon has almost a teaspoon of sugar. What I like to do with kids is have a little container ready to go, so they get used to seeing the right amount for them.
So let's recap. Swap out your high-fat dairy products for low-fat skim versions. For meats, stay leaner by switching to low-fat turkey bologna and turkey bacon. For veggies, swap out celery for broccoli that's high in vitamin C and calcium. And for condiments, keep the ketchup, but change your portion size to 2 tablespoons per serving.
So now you can refresh your kitchen while refreshing your health.